Technology evolves at the speed of light, changing the way we live and work. We find ourselves in a digital world with pulsing data streams. This change has a deep impact on our lives, from our daily routine to our companies. Industry 4.0 is a new approach to industry production, based on smart machinery, connected to each other and to the Internet of Things. The connection between pre-existing devices and cost-effective sensors for environmental and electrical parameters will make data acquisition and analysis possible, together with their integration into production processes aimed to product improvement. This will also allow maintenance cost reduction and energy waste elimination. The software ES Web includes a standard package and some optional ones to expand the system's potential. Keep watching to see the functions of both standard and optional packages. Energy Sentinel Web meets customers' main need. Link energy data with the production. That is, energy data linked with human resources. Energy Sentinel Web can acquire energy data from various sources such as thermal energy, steam, water, gas, etc. to store them in its database. Energy Sentinel Web is an application server and, with its user-friendly web pages, allows simple and intuitive data analysis on all acquired data, guaranteeing extreme reliability and data security. Rely on Energy Sentinel Web for a complete plant control and high energy efficiency performance (KPI). The Plus package lets the user upload all production and/or human resources data to elaborate KPI and ENPI and receive alert messages in case of one of the parameters not being aligned with the settings, thus quickly intervene to solve the problem. ES Web Export package allows the user to export all data and independently calculate the platform's markers. Energy Sentinel Web. Your energy data online, anywhere, simple. ES Web standard package includes two kinds of menus: a real-time data menu and one for historical data. Click View Measurements to display all channels, selected among the available ones, on a single page. Also view your data in charts and graphs and save the configurations to use them afterwards. Control the predisposed instruments output such as X-meter and XRWU with Energy Sentinel Web. The View Devices page looks very similar to the View Measurement one, and clicking on each single device in the tree-like structure will let the user view all data it acquires. Use the pie chart function to view your data in a circular chart with the values and percentage values of the total. Let's go through the functions in the historical data menu. The historical data function allows the graphic visualization of up to 20 quantities on 4 vertical axes to view different quantities related to each other. The example shows a compressor's electricity consumption, produced hour, and, of course, its efficiency. Periods comparison allows comparing historical data from 2 different periods of time: daily, weekly, monthly, annual, free. This function is very useful when comparing consumption data from before and after an optimization intervention. It also lets the user view graphs and charts of up to 10 quantities on 4 axes: kilowatt, temperature, degrees, standard cubic meters, percentage. The pile graph function allows historical data visualization in a single chart to easily spot data values and each measure percentage value within a set group, cost centers for instance. Bands charts let the user view historical data in graphs and charts within the set time bands. This is particularly suitable to elaborate consumption data on set time bands. Pie chart menu is very similar to the real-time pie chart one, except it being related to historical data instead. Use this module to better understand how the consumption is spread on a month, among cost centers, and so on. Period Summary module shows a window with the summary of the quantities divided per tariff band, or other bands set by the user that could also be different from one another, as for example general withdrawal from the energy supplier network and all quantities the user wishes to display. It is possible to display maximum values based on the set integration period and specify start and finish time to better manage thermic days. The report function lets the user configure their own reports to easily and quickly elaborate their energy data with Excel files. One of the reports available is the total consumption one that groups a set period of time's data in a single file divided, for instance, per cost center. Another report example could be a band's synthesis per hour with consumptions per hour, per day and total of the selected period. There are various kinds of reports that can also be personalized. The system allows automatic sending of emails with the configured report to the user so they do not need to access it. The Scatterplot chart lets the user compare different quantities related to each other to find the better performance. For instance, this compressor's air production is related to its energy consumption and is quite clear that the machine's highest efficiency coincides with it being near to the 100% of its energy consumption. The carpet plot chart lets the user view a big amount of data and make an immediate analysis to spot eventual consumption anomalies and their location in time. The events log function lets the access read each instrument's events log, switching on and off, voltage drops, input status variation. Access the harmonics menu to monitor the overall voltage and current harmonic distortions and analyze the data. The alarms log function lets the user configure alarms based on real-time or historical values and send them by email and/or SMS. Some examples of possible errors that can occur: communication, in case of the server not connecting to the device; generic contact error, from a contact status; threshold error, generic, mobile, relative, from the comparison with set threshold values. For instance, temperature and consumption management profiles. The export function lets the user download the historical data acquired by the system onto XML or CSV files, Excel files. The user can set the number of channels, analysis period and aggregation time. The scope of creating different management profiles is that of comparing the acquired data with a theoretical profile forecast by the user baseline. The server can automatically manage the data and warn the user in case of set threshold values exceedance. This function is particularly useful to spot possible anomalies in the plant's efficiency or changes from the forecast values that may be caused by unforeseen factors. This video shows the many functions of the standard version of Energy Sentinel Web with its real-time and historical data menus. In the next videos, you will see all other packages and functions available.